Good morning, everyone. I cannot believe that it's already Wednesday. We're at the middle part of our week already. Wow, it seems like time just flew on by. Are you ready to figure out what we're doing today? All right, let's get started. So yesterday, we talked about the setting in corduroy. And again, setting is still a little tricky for us, and that's okay. We talked about how it's going to be tricky for a little while. I have a question for you about the setting, actually. So, can the setting of corduroy be the escalator? Because setting, where the story happens, we're looking for the characters. So can it be the escalator, or can the setting be the mattress? Okay, let's talk about why the setting cannot be the escalator or the mattress. Okay, so corduroy and the night watchman, they go up the escalator and that's it. They're not staying on the escalator and things happening on the escalator. They just use it to go up to the second floor. The mattress, that's the same thing. Corduroy just goes and tries to pull off the button and then he hides there. That's it, okay? There's nothing else going on there. But if you said that the setting is the store, then you are correct because the characters are there, okay? Corduroy is on the shelf at the store. He's watching people go by, okay? The night watchman is walking around the store. Lisa and her mom are at the store. The sales lady is at the store. Lisa even buys corduroy at the store. So if you said the store, you are correct. If you said Lisa's house or Lisa's room, you are also correct because Lisa takes corduroy to her house, okay? She brings them into her room. Corduroy looks around. He likes the bed. He likes the chairs. They're talking to each other in the room. Lisa puts him on her lap and fastens his button, okay, and then gives him a big hug. So they're both there doing things in the room. That's why the setting can be in Lisa's house or in Lisa's room, and it can also be at the store, okay, in the store, because the characters are there and they're doing things there for a while. The escalator is not the setting because corduroy just uses it to go up and then the night watchman uses it to go up too, and that's it. There's nothing going on the escalator. And same thing with the mattress. There's nothing really going on the mattress except for corduroy just pulling off the button, okay? Still a little tricky, but we're working on that. So a good thing to remember is pay attention to where the characters are for a while, not just a tiny bit, okay? And that will help you with setting. All right, let's figure out what we're doing today with corduroy. So we have these things here. What are these? Yes, our feelings words. And then we have this, corduroy. So what do the two have to do with each other? What do you think we're doing? Yeah, we must be talking about some kind of feelings and corduroy. Let's see. Here we go. I can describe how corduroy feels at the end of the story. So we're looking at the end, not the beginning, not the middle, the end of the story, and thinking about how corduroy feels, okay? Let's go over our feelings words. Are you ready? What's this? Frightened. What does frightened mean? Yes, very, very scared. What about surprised? Yes, you didn't know it was going to happen. Good surprise, not so good surprise. We talked about both. Lonely. What does lonely mean? All by yourself. No one to talk to, no one to play with. Excited. What does excited mean? Very, very happy. Good. What about worried? What does worried mean? Ooh, you're nervous. You don't know what's going to happen. Okay, worried. And then what about upset? What does upset mean? Yes, upset means mad or sad. So you're going to think about these feelings words, okay? Because your job is to choose one of, you're going to have three words and you're going to choose one that describes how corduroy is feeling at the end of the story. Okay? So it's very important that you listen to the end of the story. I'm not going to tell you what the three words are. That's your job to figure out which one to circle on Seesaw after this. So I'm going to only read the part that's towards the end of the story, and I want you to think about how Corduroy is feeling. Corduroy was just waking up when the first customers came into the store in the morning. And there, looking at him with a wide, warm smile, was the same little girl he'd seen only the day before. "I'm Lisa," she said, "and you're going to be my very own bear. Last night, I counted what I've saved in my piggy bank, and my mother said I can bring you home." So we're paying attention to how Corduroy feels at the end of the story. "Shall I put him in a box for you?" the saleslady asked. "Oh, no, thank you," said Lisa answered, as she carried Corduroy home in her arms. She ran all the way up 4 flights of stairs and into her family's apartment and straight to her own room. Corduroy blinked. There was a chair and a chest of drawers, and alongside a girl-sized bed stood a little bed just the right size for him. The room was small, nothing like that enormous palace in the department store. "This must be home," he said. "I've always wanted a home." Lisa sat down with Corduroy on her lap and began to sew a button on his overalls. "I like you just the way you are," she said, "but you'll be more comfortable with your shoulder strap fastened." "You must be a friend," said Corduroy. "I've always wanted a friend." "Me too," said Lisa, and gave him a big hug. Okay, so you're thinking about how Corduroy feels at the end of the story. So when you go on Seesaw, you're going to see an illustration on the end of the story, and you're going to see 3 words. Your job is to circle the one that matches how Corduroy is feeling at the end of the story. So go ahead and do that, and I will talk to you tomorrow. Bye.